to Seneca Falls, New York. Give it around, give it around. So here we are, 173 years later, in this building next to us, the Wesleyan Chapel, when Susan B. Anthony and 300 dedicated supporters got up and said, give women their rights. Well, guess what? We're back at it today, stronger than ever. And you're all here to support it, and we thank you. It's now the time to defend reproductive rights in our country for all of us. We stand in solidarity today with all our sister rallies defending reproductive freedoms. There are rallies in Atlanta, in California, San Francisco, in Philadelphia, New York City, Rochester, Albany, Washington. But you know what? We're at the birthplace of women's rights. Hear it, hear it, hear it. We're letting the powers that be know that we are against rollbacks, bans, and any type of infringement on our reproductive freedoms. Let's hear it. So you might recognize this person standing to my left. I'm glad she's to my left. I have the honor, I have the privilege of introducing the first, you hear me? The first female governor of New York State. Governor Kathy Hochul, the 57th governor, who told New Yorkers the weight of fighting for women's rights is in New York's DNA. I am proud to call New York State my home. I am proud that this person next to me is our governor. I want you to know that every one of you here are like-minded. And I absolutely say, we got the leader. Let's introduce Governor Kathy Hochul.
Thank you, Sue Sherman, for all you've done in leading us to rallies after rallies after rallies. You have actually channeled the voices and the ghosts of the women who came before us and are a living embodiment that the fight goes on. Let's give a round of applause to Susan and all the women who come here year after year after year to continue fighting. Michelle Casey is here, our president and CEO of Planned Parenthood New York is here. Thank you for being here as well. Nikki Pelosi here, president of Central New York, now is here. And thousands of people all across this state and this nation are unified in one cause, to fight for women's reproductive rights. And it starts here, right now. And it is fitting that we come to this place where 300 bold, audacious women found their way in 1848. Women joined by the enlightened men of their time as well. So let's give a little round of applause to the enlightened men who join us in our fight. People like my husband, Bill Hochul, the first gentleman of New York, who's joined me as well. Son-in-law, Matt Glauderman. These are the men who are at our sides to continue these fights. But for me, this is personal. This is very personal because I'm also joined by a young woman. Come on up here, Katie. This is the young woman, my daughter, Kathy Hochul, who I will continue to fight for her rights as long as I can take a breath, and then she will carry on the fight for her children and her grandchildren. That's what we're doing because we are sharing the torch today, and someday I'll be passing the torch to all the young women. The torch that is in my hands from the women of Seneca Falls. They have fought so long and hard. The women of Seneca Falls, if we don't draw inspiration from them, if we don't understand what they went through, the fight that they never had a chance to see, realize, and accomplish, the fight for women's rights, the rights to be not treated as property of men and told what to do by men. 173 years ago that was happening. Today it's happening in places like Texas and Georgia and Missouri, and we have to stop that. Women have to stand up for their rights. And we have to say, it is over. So yes, get your damn hands off our bodies. Because we are sick and tired of being sick and tired, as famous Fannie Lou Famer said a long time ago. She said, we are sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I know we've got the fighting spirit in us. We love to do this. We like a good fight. Let's get that out there. But the fight that my mother had to fight when she was young, the fight that I fought when I was younger, should not be a fight that Katie in her 30s fights today for reproductive health. But New Yorkers will continue to lead the way. Just like in 1917, we were 3 years ahead of the rest of the nation in earning the right to vote for women. In 1970, we were 3 years ahead of the nation in ensuring reproductive health rights right here in the state of New York. And in 2021, we are laying down the gauntlet once again. If you are in a state where oppression is the law of the land, you come to New York. And just like we have Lady Liberty in our harbor, who stood there since 1886 saying, send me those who've been oppressed, you will find a safe harbor in our state. We offer a state safe harbor now, today in 2021 and forward, to the women across this nation. 58% of reproductive age women are living in states where their rights are under assault. You come to New York and you'll be part of our family. We will take care of you. Make sure you have the health care you deserve. You come right here. And I see a sign from someone from Texas right now. You're from Texas? You are part of the New York family starting right here, right now. So my friends, thank you for joining. Thank you for carrying the torch, and be prepared that while we have the torch in our hands, it will glow even brighter and stronger. And that's what I'm going to continue to do as your first female governor, something I take so seriously, that the voices of the women in this community, the women who fought so hard, I have to carry that on their behalf. And we will succeed. We will be strong. And we'll prove once and for all that women can lead with strength, but also with heart and conviction. That is what we're going to do. We're going to do it together, my friends. Thank you for being here today.